there, Tanya Cardwell here from Pavlov. I want to shoot a quick video and talk to you about the subject of reservation dogs, also known as res dogs. This subject has been on my mind quite a bit lately because we've been getting an unusual amount of requests for help with reservation dogs recently, and each of them all tend to exhibit very similar characteristics, mannerisms that tend to fissure in different forms of aggression and fear and spooky behavior. So I want to give you a sense for why I think we're seeing so many reservation dogs, and also give you my theory on why they may be exhibiting all these behavior issues. So here's something I want to let you know. When I first got into working with dogs, worked in an animal shelter, and at any given time we had hands down at least 20 to 25 different breed types in the shelter. You could walk through and on one side you could see a corgi and an American lab and a golden retriever and a collie and a sheltie and a beagle mix of some sort. So you really had a lot of genetic variability in the shelter. Here it is 2016, and walking through any of the shelters, pulling up the images of any of the rescue dogs, you see a very common theme. And that common theme is that most dogs can pretty much be classified into three different breed types: Chihuahua, some kind of bully breed, and a reservation dog. Here's the thing: the reservation dogs are going to be packaged and labeled under shepherd mix, lab shepherd mix, rescue dog, question mark, mixed breed, straight up question mark. So they're not being labeled reservation dogs. If you look at where the dog came from, you're going to notice that a fairly hearty percentage of them have came from areas that surround Indian reservations. So by Taos, New Mexico, around Nevada, South Dakota, a little bit of North Dakota, and these dogs are coming pretty much from Indian reservations. So why is that? If I had to guess, it's because in the last 10 to 15 years, American cities and towns have been increasingly conservative regarding spay and neuter laws. The one area where we don't heavily push for spay and neuter are the Indian reservations. They're these independent entities that operate under their own laws, and their laws which do not really don't give a rat's patoot about spaying and neutering dogs. So what happens is, I almost think of it a little bit like Darwinian survival of the fittest, where you have a finite supply of resources and an abundance of competition. You've got a never-ending sea of puppy litter after puppy litter. So what happens in that kind of environment, in that petri dish, is essentially the personality types, the breed types, who are comfortable guarding resources, sensitive to stimuli, confident guarding what they perceive of as theirs. Those are personality characteristics that are actually going to help you in that environment. They're going to enable you to actually make it to puberty and continue on your genetic lineage. Just imagine this kind of an environment, and let's just say you throw in, a lover of a golden retriever who just loves everybody. Can you imagine a golden retriever up against like a cattle dog or any kind of high drive working dog? The good thing is that these res dogs tend to be pretty snappy learners. They're real bright. If you have one of these res dogs, don't despair. They are very trainable. Anyway, if you need help, reach out to a dog trainer. Pretty much any dog trainer in Denver Metro is going to be savvy with the res dogs because we have so many of them. So, all right, I hope that helps in some way, or maybe you just found it interesting information, and have a lovely day. Ciao.